research on the Illini. Very stiff comp in the Big Ten. They've gone 15-4 in conference play, outscoring opponents by 190 points. That's the best differential by any team in this conference this season. They are led by a couple of guys who could have left to go to the NBA. Talented tandem of Ayo Dosunmu and Kofi Coburn, averaging 21 and 17 per night, respectively. They're the only major conference duo averaging at least 17 points per game. And off the strength of that dominant road win the other night in Ann Arbor over Michigan, Illinois is solidly on Joe Lunardi's one line. They haven't been a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament since that run in 2005, which saw them get all the way to the title game. And we're pleased to welcome the Illini's coach, Brad Underwood, to the show. Brad, the game you had against Michigan the other night, I think, is as impressive as anybody's been in the country all year. Michigan's rolling. You go in there without Ayo and you win the way you did. Even without fans, I got to believe that a road win, that locker room's the happiest place on earth. Take me in that moment with the guys, water's flying, you're jumping around. What's that moment like?
Well, the one thing we've tried to do, Scott, is really celebrate winning, because it is. I think analytics show right now maybe this is the toughest league in the history of college basketball, and to do it against Michigan, they've been phenomenal all year. Jawan's done a great job, and to go in there, our kids played hard. We had some grit. We were obviously without Ayo, who, in my opinion, is national college basketball player of the year. I was really happy. I was really proud, and it was a lot of fun in that locker room to celebrate it and to see that the kids have a memory that they'll never forget.
Without Ayo, as we mentioned, you still have Kofi, and you still have both of them this year. And they could have gone. Like, the pros are waiting for both of them, and they decide to stay. Brad, as you know, no one stays now. Everyone wants the money, and I get it, but you can be part of something special, and you guys have something special going. How did you, I don't know if convince is the right word, but what went into having them stick around?
Well, I hope it speaks volumes for our program. And last year was an unusual year. We were playing great at the end of the season, and to not be able to go to the NCAA tournament, that hurt. And there was a lot of raw emotion at the end of the season. I think that weighs into it. I didn't do anything talking them into coming back. They made educated guesses. They went through the process.
Sure.
They felt like we could have a special season. It made for a very long summer because you don't know what your team looks like. But it was music to my ears when both of them came back. They're terrific young men, and then I knew we had a chance to be really good.
It's no secret I root for a different team in the league. I'm like, Garza's staying, Ayo staying, Kofi staying. What are we doing? I mean, and this is after Cassius stuck around for 4 years at Michigan State and all that. So it's an old league in a sense too, Brad, and that's rare to have talent that's experienced. How much do you think that plays into why this Big Ten is as rugged as it is?
It's huge. It's one of the things that is. I've been a part of the Big 12. I've been a part of the SEC. It's been one of those things that I'm so amazed with. And you're talking about programs that are established and have cultures, and nobody lets you just pass them. You've got to be exceptional to try to do that. And Scott, one of the things that's impressed me the most this year: no fans, no families at games, and yet the level and quality of basketball by everybody has been off the chart. And that's surprising to me, but it's a great league. There's no doubt about it.
On the way out, Brad, I would want to give you the same opportunity. I've tried to give every coach I've had a chance to talk to, whether it's college football or college basketball. What would you want our viewers to understand that your program, everybody in it, ops people to the people in the offices, that they've sacrificed and that they've gone through to try to give us fans a chance to have this season? Because I know it's been significant across the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. People don't know how much the athletes are sacrificing. We've got freshmen in our program who've never stepped in a classroom yet. They don't know anybody but their teammates. And we've been very blessed. We haven't had a positive test since August. That's a commitment. That's a sacrifice. No families. We brought our student athletes together June 10th, and we said, you won't be going home the rest of the year until school's out. Your families won't be at games. That's a sacrifice. Most of these guys play just to be able to show off and show their hard work to their families. And that's a tremendous commitment. We've worked very hard to make our practice facility and our arena a fun place for them to go every day. But everybody's worked really hard. I'm proud of everybody in our program, and it hasn't been easy. When I write the book, it'll be a lot of good stories and a lot of struggles, but there's also been a lot of really good things come out of that.
Well, it makes me feel selfish as somebody who needs the content for the show, but is so passionate about the sport to watch it, just to realize how much you guys are going through to give it to us, and we're grateful to your program and to everybody in college basketball, and we're so excited to see Indianapolis next weekend and then the state of Indiana for the tournament, and you'll be a big part of it. So write those chapters. Ohio State this week, and that'll be another good one. That's all there are in this conference, man. Rugged tests, but you guys have won more than your share. Go get them, and good luck through the tournament. All right, Brad, thank you.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate you having me.